Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica Napier Fanley. I am the owner photographer of Napier J Photography here in San Diego, California. Welcome back. This is episode 3 if you're keeping count. I'm getting better production value and quality every single time I do this. Hang tight, gotta get better. I'm a photographer, but I'm learning video still, so thank you if you're still watching. Have I lost you yet? Maybe, I don't know. But this is the channel where we discuss everything photography, business growth, mindset, struggle, because we're all struggling out there, and good things, good and positive things. We're all friends here. So I'm your hopefully very non-abrasive, non-offensive, but honest best friend out there in the photography world. We all need them. I just came back from a whirlwind trip in Las Vegas. It wasn't exactly whirlwind. I was in Las Vegas for 6 days for WPPI 2023. It was amazing. And photographer buddies and besties, if you have not been to a conference, please go. Do yourself a favor and go. Spend the money. Networking, as we talked about in the last episode, is one of the biggest things that can keep your business growing and your knowledge going. Education and that full connection that you have with people it's just going to grow you. I went last year. It was my first time in WPPI, and it completely changed my life. It changed my business. It changed my life. And I was in a really difficult spot in my personal life last year at this time. And I will maybe go into a little bit of that in this episode, because we are going to find out about our why, or at least my why, in a moment. So yes, last year, WPPI, I met the most amazing people. I'm still friends with them today. I kept in touch with them all through. I keep going to conferences, and I know don't be a professional conference goer because you need to stay at home eventually and make some money. But if you can and you have the means or it is the right time, please do that. WPPI, in my experience, is one of the most affordable ones I have looked at so far. So to next year, I hear. And this is not a paid sponsorship by any means. I want you to know that. It is March 5th through 9th. I believe the dates were just announced. So if you get a second to check out their website, please do that, wppiexpo.com. Yeah. Like I said, this is not sponsored at all. I'm just really on the high of a conference, which is now where I'm coming down. And if you hear my voice, it is a little bit raspy and a little bit sick. I definitely came back from Las Vegas with a cold. Not only did I, party and learn and educate, I stayed up very, very, very late / early every single day, just talking to friends and networking and getting to know people's stories. And that's what it's about. And that's why you're here. Because I talk in circles, and hopefully you are still watching. Which reminds me, if you're new to this channel and or if you're old to this channel and this is your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 100th time watching, I would really love you to hit the subscribe, like, and bell options right there. Subscribe and like, please. I want to grow this channel so that I can reach more people like you and I that are just trying to find our way, that are just building. It would really, really, really mean a lot to me. So thank you so much. I know that I maybe have one subscriber, and that's my mom. So hi, Mom. But Mom, if you could tell everybody to also like and subscribe and watch my channel, that'd be great. Thanks, Mom. All right, that's out of the way. So last time we talked about networking, and I wonder if you could reply in the comments, how have you networked this week? How did you network in this whole 2 weeks since I last posted my video? I'd really love to know that, and love to see how you've expanded that knowledge and really taken it as your own. Because we all grow within ourselves, and we take in information so personally and make it work for ourselves. So please do that, subscribe and comment. Today's subject. I am wasting time because I am very emotional. Perhaps it's my cold. Perhaps it's all the sleepless nights in Las Vegas. Perhaps it's because I also need a tissue because of my cold. But I have been thinking so hard, and you'll hear a lot of mentors talk about their whys. I recently, in Vegas, and of course throughout the months, I am part of the Portrait Masters and Portrait System program. Again, not a sponsorship whatsoever. It is just something that I have really connected with so many great photographers like you and I have grown my business and really had a great path to success with them. I heard so many beautiful and incredibly powerful mentors this last week, and also through the system, speak of their whys. So today's episode is about your why. And my heart is so soft to my why. I truly believe that if you are in business and it's something that you love, hopefully, your why will be your driving point. And if you don't find your why and the proper why and the pinpoint of your desire, how can you possibly grow your business? How can you find your ideal client? How can you charge the right prices? Because what's keeping you going? What is it? What is the value in your business? It's not just monetary. There's always something behind it. I'm already getting emotional. Again, all my new friends, my friends across YouTube land have, if you know me personally, you know I am very analytical and honest, and I will go for the throat and tell you exactly how it is, but I also will cry at every moment if I have a feeling inside. So please excuse me if I do break down, because I'm already thinking about my why. I know I said I would talk about sales in the last episode for this one, but I think that can wait because this is more important. My personal why. When I was first getting my business up and started, my why was desperation. I wanted to get out of it. It wasn't just for money, although money was great. If you listen to the last episode, I was charging $75 for like 20 digitals and like an hour of shooting. Yeah, that's what happens, and I am no longer doing that. I will have you know, I'll just do a little bit of sales here. My lowest package starts now at $2,400, and my biggest package goes to $5,200. So there you go. And I give 5 images all the way up to 30. So there you go. That's just a little bit of a tease for your sales. We will get back there, and I promise you I will answer any questions that you have in the comments below, so I can actually maybe prepare that episode ahead of time. I mean, imagine that. I could be prepared. Going back to my why, was charging $75. I just wanted to do something. I want it to work. I want it to get things moving for myself again, because I felt like I had lost my power when I lost my corporate position. I had so much identity wrapped up into my corporate life, and I still mention it. I think I probably mentioned it last week in the conference to many of my new friends 1,000 times. Yes, I still mention it because I learned so much from that position, and I still took so much power from it. So when I operated my business, when I started to get it up and running, I was still working off of my previous knowledge of business and marketing and tactic through into my business, but I wasn't still valuing myself, and I didn't exactly know my why, although I knew that it had to do with my self-worth somehow. Somehow I knew that I had to create this business because I needed to feel worthy monetarily again. I wanted to contribute to my family. I wanted my kids to see that I could be more than a housewife and a mother, even though that by no means is anything to be ashamed of. I am so proud of that. But I knew that I could do more, and it wasn't enough. My kids are my why, and they need to see their mother doing more, right? And beyond my kids, one of my heroes in this whole world is always my father. Photography was his hobby, his side hobby, and he was so great at seeing angles and leading lines. He never studied photography as a, formal study. He never did. But he was always so good at visual. He was a welder by trade. He was very good at little detail, mathematics. He studied everything, history. He found beauty in so many things, and he always wanted to increase his education and bring that to me. He studied language. He taught me French. I do not speak French, for the record, anymore at least. I was okay. But my father knew that through his hobbies and showing me his passions, that I could be better, which is why I wanted to do for my girls too. I wanted them to see that they could take something that they love so deeply and so dearly, and if they thought that hope was lost, that they could do it, that they can create anything that they want. Because photography was always my passion. It was always a hobby since I was a little girl, and I never thought I could make money at it. But here we are. Here's my other little one. Hi. And this is one of my little girls. Yes, I do take care of my child full-time, as I am also operating my business full-time. It is very difficult. So my little Y right here, she's all over mama. I put my beautiful daughter in the other room. Yes, excuse me. Pardon me. So ladylike on camera. I know you're enjoying watching me suffer on camera right now. Okay, so why? You cannot find the fight inside of yourself to make something work until you know exactly why you want it. What is it? Is it your financial security that you want? Of course. We all have bills to pay. I think that's probably on everyone's list. But there's more behind it, right? There's more behind money. There's more behind why we major in college. I was a dance major, dance kinesiology and performance major in college. And I knew I wanted to do that from pretty much the second I was born. Maybe not kinesiology, but definitely dance in some form and aspect, because my soul was there, because I wanted in so many ways to stay artistic and physically fit, and I wanted to teach people how to have awareness of their body and their space and their movement and their power. And I still do. I still teach dance once a week, so there's that. But I had a why behind it. I had a why for why I competed in figure skating. I had a why for why I chose my McDonald's cheeseburger for dinner that night when I was poor. There's always a why behind whatever we do, and if you don't establish that, you're not going anywhere. I'm your best friend. I will tell you the truth. You're not going anywhere until you find out that method. So finances, yes, we can all agree. Can we shake our heads? Yes. And if it's not finance, can you please comment below to see why is finance not your thing? Please tell me. I'm so curious. I would love to have a conversation if you want. Okay, so we've established finance. Kids are a pretty regular thing, I would say, amongst mothers. If you're not a mother, then what's your other why? Is it independence? Is it the expression of art, like my major was for dance? And then later now photography and business, because I get to use both things. My love of business and corporate and marketing and my love of imagery and arts come together. They collide as one, like we are some big superpower hero. Is it your making your parents proud? Like I want to make my father proud? He passed on last year, by the way, which is why I get all emotional talking about him and his talent. Never wanted to let him down, and I'm still not going to. So I have a very large goal for this business year. This fiscal year is going to be something. So I got to keep getting booked, and I got to keep getting I have to keep networking, and I have to keep going and climbing and finding my whys over and over and over again. And so should you. I am so happy that you have tuned in with me today. You have witnessed my small tears. I kept it under control. You should be proud of me. Give me a big pat on the back, virtual pat on the back or hug. I'm not playing my violin. I will never do that. But I will always be honest with you as much as I can. Got to keep a little bit protected. But I hope that you do find some value in this knowledge of knowing that you're on the right track. If you're listening to this right now, you're on the right track. And so my whys going forward are not only my children and my financial freedom and being my own boss and making my dad proud. It's for me and to inspire other people just like you, that you can be something. You don't have to work for a corporation if you don't want to. Like I did for so many years and following suit and, saluting my generals, following the company mottos. I solemnly swear to never talk shit about the company. I will do my best to work for you that's making so much money off of me. And then you're gonna fire me later, even though I worked so hard for you. Well, you know what? You were working hard for you every single day, and you don't ever forget that. And there's nothing wrong if you do love working for a company and you love your job. That is amazing. But why are you here listening to me? I'm your bestie. I will always tell you the truth. So if you need me, I'm here. And I think that's all I've got today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Oh, but before you go, I'm going to show you my dad's camera. That is mine, all mine. It's the Pentax K1000, a beautiful 1977 model, I believe. He was very proud of this, and it went every place with him. My dad traveled around the world on his motorcycle, and since this is my emotional episode of my why, because it should be right there inside of that soul and heart of yours, this is my why. I watched my dad use this my whole life, teaching me everything I knew, and then inspire me to be more every single day. All right, folks, if you're still tuned in, I will see you next time, and I will come up with bigger and brighter and more wonderful episodes. If you have any suggestions, again, please comment below. I'll see you later.